Yo, 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 what's good, everyone? It's your boy GD, the sports actor, and yes, it is early, 7:16 a.m., but start spreading the news. We got to get the news out because the New York Giants face off against the Philadelphia Eagles tonight, prime time Thursday night. It should be a good one, to be honest with you. I've been speaking to quite a few Eagle fans, and they're not as confident as you would like them to be, especially after their loss that they just experienced. I know the record for the New York Giants right now is 1-4, but to be honest, it should reflect 2-3 at least. That Saints game should have been a win. That Chiefs game should have been a win. The Cowboys game, should have been a win. And I get it. There were some dump touchdowns, some garbage time touchdowns that were thrown in there to make it look like 22-9. Chiefs weren't rocking that score the whole time. Pretty sure it was 9-3. And they found themselves to be in some spots that, helped them put points on the board. Same Chargers we were able to beat. The Saints, we were up 14-0 at one point, 14-3, 14-6. And it wasn't until the second half, the 5 turnovers that, we really just put the game away ourselves. We put ourselves in bed. And that's really what the story has been. We just haven't been able to finish these games. Tackling has been a little bit horrid. And the wide receivers are just terrible. I mean, no one is able to create their own open opportunities. No one is out there to beat the man that's defending them. No one is out there to really help the QB out. I mean, that performance that we saw last week where Darius Slayton dropped 2 significant balls, one that would have given us a field goal to end the quarter, but I believe Demario Davis punched it out. He catches the ball, first down, crosses it, tries to twist, ball gets punched out. Jackson Dart airs one out to him. Solid air out, hits his hands as he's going to the ground, just lets go of the ball. I have no idea what that was. Horrible for a man that we're paying as much money as we're paying to, who talked about just being the next man up, who's been here for so long and should know just how the Giants fans feel and should really just step up and put in that extra work, but it just doesn't seem to be the case. Wan'Dale is a ghost. We haven't seen him since the Cowboys game. He was running some great routes. He was open downfield, and it seems like we're back to checkdowns, with Wan'Dale Robinson getting us maybe 3-4 yards. Who else is out there? Jalin Hyatt, a waste of space. And I've spoken on this numerous times. I just don't understand why we continue to peddle out Jalin Hyatt as if he's doing something for this team. The guy's out there doing cardio, getting paid millions to do cardio, while he cannot create an open opportunity for himself at all. There's no way. I mean, the guy doesn't like when you touch him. He can't, if a corner is contesting way too much or is just too sticky, he can't get you off. Throw the ball in the air. All he's going to do is try to run as fast as he can, get the defender to maybe get in his way, fall on the ground, and look around for a pass interference call. That's all he's been doing. And I want the Giants to understand something. The refs are not your friends. The New York Giants are one of those teams that I watch and something happened to them, and it could happen against a team like, I don't know, the 49ers, a team like the Patriots, a team like the Chiefs or the Eagles. The same exact play could happen to their team. They will get a flag. They will get a call that is in their favor. When it's us, we'll get a flag, of course, but the flag will be for us. So stop looking for the pass interference, Jalin Hyatt. It's not coming your way. Everyone knows that that's what you're looking for, and they're not going to give it to you. If you want to have a pass interference called on the defender who's defending you, then go out there and try to get the ball. Stop focusing on the defender. God, man, this guy's so frustrating. Coming out with this interview, talking about, I've been waiting for my opportunity. This is what I've been waiting for. I've just been waiting for my moment. We're waiting for your moment too, because the moment doesn't seem to be coming, buddy. So really just want to, talk on those points as far as to why the Saints game was such an L. And you're keeping the defense out there. Maybe we scored too many points too early. The defense went out there and they just weren't able to do anything. I'm really concerned with Paulson Adebo. I'm really concerned with why Holland is sitting back 20 yards off of where the line of scrimmage is on a 4th and 5, and you're 20 yards back defending what exactly? Saints are coming, slants are coming all day from the Saints. You have Banks, who struggles on slants, and there's no help. There's no help. Ever since Michael McFadden went down, the middle of the field is wide open. Because Darius Muasau can't do shit in the middle of the field. He can't. He's not there yet. He's a second-year NFL player, and he's solid on tackles, but he's just not elite. No one is scared of him in the middle of the field, and he doesn't know how to cover the middle of the field, to be honest with you. He has more of a run defense game. Big, strong body, makes a good, strong tackle. But as far as covering some of these quick slot receivers, some of these slant receivers that are coming in, it's not going to happen, and teams are exposing that. So we're getting ready to face up against the Eagles on this Thursday night game, and it should be an interesting one. And as I said, I really do think that this game should be competitive. I think that the New York Giants, especially if we had beaten the Eagles, it would have been a different conversation being a 2-3 team, and we're going in as a 1-4 team. But I wouldn't go out there and say that we're going to get blown out. I wouldn't go out there and say that the Eagles are going to be winning by more than a touchdown or two. I really do think that the Giants have a good team. They just haven't clicked it together. The coaching is a big concern too, especially on defense. Sometimes or offense, as a whole, I just don't understand the personnel that the New York Giants calls up when it comes to game day. I don't understand their decision making. We haven't seen Turbo Miller come onto the field at all when they could use the help, they could use the speed, they could use the juice. We haven't seen Fidone. We haven't seen Fidone at all. If you want to bring in some height, you want to bring in some aggression with the tight ends. Now, we did do a double tight end attack because we didn't want to call up any receivers. We didn't want to call up Lil Jordan Humphrey. We didn't want to go out and see, if we could sign Gabe Davis. We went out there and did nothing. And so, we went with the double tight end set. And it was okay. I mean, Bellinger was doing what he had to do. Theo Johnson was scoring touchdowns. But you need wide receivers. You need guys to get you out of situations when you need to air the ball out. And you need quick guys. You need to get these wide receivers on the field. And we have some. And we let some go. I don't understand why we're not using Gunner more. I mean, you're going to bring in Deonte Banks and someone off the defense or some of these running backs to come play a punt returner, but you don't want to take Gunner, who did well in the preseason, and have him play as a slot receiver when you need receiver help. I just do not understand what the coaches are doing or how they're looking at the game, because it doesn't seem as if they're game planning at all. They're not game planning well at all. They're not matching up the personnel. They're not putting the best man on the field, and that is causing us to lose these games. All because of what? A snap count? Fuck a snap count. If I hear one more time that this person had this snap count, this person had this snap count, man, put the best man on the field and keep him there. You need to win every single one of these games, and you worried about a snap count, somebody going over the 65 snaps. Hey, what snap is that guy on? Sir, the game is fourth quarter. We have it's our ball on a 3rd and 2. Yeah, but what snap count is Scadaboo on? But, sir, you're not listening to me. What snap count? Sir, he's on snap count 32. 32. Take this man out the game. Sir, we take him out the game. What? Tell me, that's really what it seems like is going on. Stop worrying about a snap count and get these boys on the field. I want to see Abdul Carter. I want to see Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence. Figure it out. Figure out how to get our best players on the field, especially for this game. I really do think that this game is possible to win. The Eagles are not the same team. The Eagles are frauds to me. I mean, you have a running back who's playing QB through Jalen Hurts. Saquon, who's on the Madden cover and doesn't seem to be doing as well as last season, so that's manageable. And the only people I would really be concerned about is making sure that you have Deonte Banks on A.J. Brown. I think that Cordell Flott will be too small. And then Drew Phillips, I think, matches up well with Smitty, but you definitely have to make sure to, Devontae Smith is fast. You have to make sure to definitely get some extra help on some of these receivers. But the boys up front should be able to contain Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley. We also need to start sending in some blitzes. Get this man to roll out of the pocket. Get him a little bit, get him disheveled within the pocket. I've been starting to see that we're not sending enough pressure. And because we're not sending enough pressure, I mean, these guys are airing it out to some of their receivers. Rashid Shaheed, he was aired out to. There was another... Was it the Cowboys game, or maybe it was another game? I think Kansas City, where a player was aired out to. We need to make sure that we don't get any interference, no PI calls when we are covering some of these quick guys like Devontae Smith, or when they're airing it out. But we need to create pressure to put the QB in a bad situation to make a bad play. Send an extra guy, because obviously the middle of the field, we're not concerned with covering that at all. And we're down some linebackers, so we need to send extra help to be able to throw Jalen Hurts off. Do not let him sit in the pocket and get comfortable throwing or doing quick checkdowns. We need to eliminate these problems and have him try to get the ball out maybe just a little bit faster than he would like to, because if we can do that, I really do think that maybe the corners don't need to sit far back as they have been. Have the corners play up or play maybe a little bit of coverage with help, but we need to figure out a way to make him get the ball out faster and have players there to defend it once the ball is ready to come out. And that comes with pressure. So we need to apply that pressure, and we need to make sure that the front four are the main part of that application. We do have quite a few injuries. For the Eagles, they don't have Lane Dickerson, which we should utilize. The fact that they don't have a really good lineman such as him. Who else do they have out? They're missing offensive tackles. They're missing a few centers. Their line isn't as great as you would think, and we need to capitalize on that. They've lost a few players on defense, and we need to capitalize on that. Now, we have a few guys out too. Swayze Bozeman is out. Chris Board, Demetrius Flanagan Fowles. That is 3 linebackers that we do not have any accessibility to. So, also, Darius Slayton out. That's great. Jermaine Illuminor, I believe, will be out as well. So we're looking slim. We are looking slim. But one thing I do have hope in, it's that boy Jackson Dart. Because through 2 games that I've seen, the Giants are at least able to put points up on the board. And that's good. We need to be able to put up touchdowns. We were only able to put up field goals. So now we're able to score. We're able to put up 6, put up 7 now that we have a competent kicker. I still don't understand why we have Graham Gano on our roster. I mean, we told the team, get rid of this guy. He's injury prone every year, never available. But no, we just want to bring Graham Gano along so he can just take $5 million sitting there doing nothing. Nothing for the team. So, yeah, man, it really does come down to coaching, and them assessing the right personnel, putting the right people on the field, and getting these guys prepared. This game, they didn't really practice much because it was a short week coming off of that Saints game, heading into this Eagles game. Not what you want to hear, that guys aren't practicing, but you do need to rest and recover the body. But I do hope that, some type of drill or live practice or something with some type of speed was done during these 4 days. I hope they weren't resting the entire time and just doing walkthroughs, because that's not what we need. But the Giants got to find a spark, man. We need to find a spark. Whether that's, like I said, bringing up little Jordan Humphrey, bringing up Turbo Miller, maybe Fedoni, having the offensive line just block a little bit more. Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterby, you're gonna drop the ball. You're gonna fumble the ball. But just make sure that you learn to tuck the ball and just continue to get better. I mean, this time around, Jackson Dart was sliding a lot more than taking some of the big hits, which was great to see. So they're learning in real time. We're watching them learn. We're watching them adjust and get better. But man, we could really use a win against the Eagles. I really would love to see us, play dominant against someone within our division. And I also want to see, if the conversation changes, if the Giants are able to beat the Eagles in a dominant fashion. I mean, next we would have the Broncos and then the Eagles again. So if we can win this game, there's definitely, the season isn't over. If we do lose this game and go 1-5, the season's done. We're cooked. But I will say, if we do win this one out and we beat the Eagles, it is going to be a great day. It is going to be a great day until Sunday. I'm telling you that right now. So we're going to continue to root for the boys. We're going to continue to push. I don't think that if the Eagles were to win, that they would win by more than 6 points. I think it would be a field goal, maybe 6, but they wouldn't win by 7 points. And for the Giants to win this game, I do think that they will be able to put touchdowns on the board. I think the defense will have the stronger game between the two for that to happen, and I think that we'll be able to get up 24 points on the board today. But super excited, always excited to go up against a division rival, such as the Philadelphia Chickens, and I'm excited to see what our Giants are going to do. I really hope that they go out there, play their toughest, and really just show what it means to be a Giant. Just have some pride when you head out there, especially in these type of games, these type of environments, because the fans are. I'm telling you, the fans are out here. We're rooting for you guys. We're still talking our shit. We're still, uplifting our team, even though it's hard. It's hard during the week after week, just taking hits and taking shots about how bad the team is and the dumb mistakes they make. But I really do think that they're going to turn this ship around. So that's me. Appreciate you guys tuning in with me all early. Like I said, I just woke up and I wanted to make sure that I got this video out. But I appreciate you guys, and let's keep trucking away. So in the comments, let me know who you think is going to win. What's the score? Do you think I'm right on my analysis? Because I definitely think that I am. All right. Well, appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching through. More videos to come. And as always, let's go Blue.